teach them the basic communication skills, tell them how to write emails, how to prepare a Word document, how to write a, research report, okay, so report structuring, PowerPoints, Excel, and how to do basic Google search, to come out with, desired results, which is something that is expected of, an analyst who joins in an eValueServe or a Grail Research or, the shared services piece at Ernst & Young, at least in the beginning. So, the organizations have the advantage that, they don't have to invest that 2-3 months, because the shelf life, as you said, is 18 to 24 months. And, these MBA colleges that have been struggling to place their people get, a ready market to, pick up their people. So, where, if it is possible, I believe it would be a, great advantage for both the sides. These schools get their people placed in time, and you get direct resources whom you know that you don't have to spend a couple of months, and I believe it takes at least 2 to 3 months to teach people these softer skills of emails, report writing, Word documents, report structuring, etc. So maybe that's something that we
done
can
that very
look at.
successfully. They have Infosys
Yeah.
takes the whole. I mean, they hire a bunch of, or at least potential employees, and then in the last term they teach them. It's like an induction in college. You don't even pay a stipend.
Because I would
If
like
somebody would have heard from Pramod Bhasin or Raman Roy, they are different altogether. Their thinking is different. They believe the ITS has matured now. They are endorsing colleges, they endorse in schools also. So now they're doing a lot of work as a branding image, which nobody else is doing.
Correct.
No,
But again, it's for
no other company other than Genpact is doing brand building. No one thinks like Pramod Bhasin thinks. Still. So he thinks very differently, and he believes they have already matured. And that's why the iteration rate is less in Genpact. So they don't think so that they will stay here for 18 months. They think they stay here for 5-6 years. So they do a lot of upgradation, a lot of training, workshops, and the people are less paid but still there, stay with them.
No, I think I like
so
to
this
watch
maturity is
that.
not with this maturity is still not there with any other companies.
Agreed. I mean, in general, I think there are two factors. Infosys and Genpact are in some ways leaders in their respective fields. So they need to sort of take on that rating to also provide direction and lead the industry. And I think in terms of setting up training institutes, whether internally or working closely with the academia, with various schools, institutes, sector to drive education in a certain direction. I think they are clearly taking a lead on that. But they also have a reason to do that given their huge requirements.
That's a critical mass is there.
Okay. So it's not to say that they are doing this
I'll
without any vested interest.
So Genpact needs 5,000 people every year, and eValueServe needs 500 people.
No, but
So,
All
it
these
just
head
means
HR are prospective CEOs. I have seen, head HR moving to become a CEO of Cognizant Technologies.
Sure.
Now, all these head HRs are not as strong in business prospects as compared to actual, like Pramod Bhasin or Raman Roy. Now, how they think, how they behave, how they work, and how they actually, they do a lot of mouth branding about their product, which is their company.
Sure.
So, now, still, that mouth branding by an HR is still missing, which has to evolve so that the industry has to mature.
Sure.
But then possibly, a lot of companies don't really need it also. Again, the whole idea of critical mass is what comes in.
No, it is the industry which has to go together
Sure,
to mature itself. Like,
if I may conclude what I was trying to say is again, CPA Global, needs a very specific skill set of people. Yeah. And generally everyone calling up CPA Global saying, hey, listen, get me a job, is something which CPA Global might not really want. And same could be the case with a lot of agencies that look at very specialized people in very, very small numbers. So, again, specifically quoting an Infosys or, again, if I were to take an IT example, we have two majors, we have Microsoft and an IBM. Their hiring directions, their brandings are very, very different. But possibly because IBM has 80,000 people just in their technology services, whereas IBM has about 2,500 people sitting there. So, I wouldn't say that every company needs to do it because that would not serve the purpose. The companies to whom it's critically important are doing it. I think they do a great job at it as well.
But I think at different levels, I would agree with him, on a different level I would agree with him that the onus of providing
information to the prospective candidate, whether the short term or long term level, lies on the HR and the recruiters that this is a viable option, long term option. If the HR and the recruiters talk that this is a 6-month job, 8-month job, 12-month job, we are not providing stability to this particular industry. So it is not a question of only branding what Pramod Bhasin or Raman Roy does. It is the onus of the people who are there in this industry. Whether you look at it short term, long term, because my next question is, on one side, you are looking at the challenge of getting people in. On the other side, you are losing people in terms of wanting to go back to the brick and mortar industry. And in the process, we have companies like CPA Global which are trying to find a niche in terms of legal practice kind of a thing. So we will go through these challenges. What is the future? Are we wanting always to look at going to campuses and hiring for 6 months, 12 months? What vision are we giving to our people? But I think that's what we need to address in totality.
That's interesting.
But sir, my point there is, I'm so sorry, but the point there is, isn't that our job as recruitment partners of our clients to ensure that there is some level of retention also? Again, so the first level of information on a company is something which is provided by the actual recruiter, not really on the corporate side, but the agencies which provide support to our clients. And I think we should let the companies do what they're best at. And something like this, which is information on a company, the career graph, I think all the HR need to do is partner better with their recruiters or recruitment agencies and let them do their job, which is what they are better at.
The language spoken has to be the same.
Exactly, that's my point.
So it's not ownership on one or the other. The number of times you get, I mean, my personal belief is that we can get people to the interview table, create the interest to get them to the interview table. After that, it's up to each one of them to sell to the candidate that we're your best option.